In early June 2000, people from throughout the world of PM gathered at the New York Hilton for the annual technical conference sponsored by MPIF and APMI International. For 4 days, delegates attended general sessions and technical programs, special luncheons and award presentations, and strolled the aisles of an exhibit dedicated to every aspect of powder metallurgy. Among them was a young metallurgical engineer from John Deere, a first-time attendee getting a first-hand introduction to all the aspects of the technology that would be a focus of his career from that time on. Chad Spoor was born and raised in Iowa. He always had a strong interest in math and science, and as a high school student, learned that engineering combines these interests. So when he enrolled at Iowa State University, he declared as a chemical engineering major. He found himself drawn to the materials side of engineering, intrigued by the problem of deciding which of several available materials is the best one for the purpose at hand. He was aware that Iowa State is home to Ames Laboratory, with its high-pressure gas atomization powder production facility. But other than a brief mention of powder metallurgy in a materials processing class, he had no education in the technology. He spent a summer internship at John Deere before his senior year and was hired by the company full-time after graduation. It was then that his career in PM truly began. At the Technology Center, now called the Moline Technology Innovation Center. One of his managers there urged him to learn more about powder metallurgy because there were some opportunities for them to utilize the technology at John Deere, which is what brought him to the MPIF Technical Conference in New York. One of his first encounters with a PM part came when he was tasked with figuring out why a PM journal on a cotton picker was wearing out a steel sleeve that was part of the shaft. In the process of discovering the cause of this problem, which turned out to be the particle hardness of the part due to its higher nickel content, he learned a great deal about metal analysis, about the difference between apparent hardness and particle hardness, and what it all meant. And it afforded him his first opportunity to actually see the PM part fabrication process firsthand. After 2 years at the Technology Center, Chad Spoor transferred to the Harvester Works in East Moline, which produces combines. 3 years later, it was another transfer, this time to the Des Moines Works, which produces 4 product lines: sprayers, cotton pickers, and 2 types of tillage equipment. He supported those product lines for almost 5 years before moving to the Enterprise Materials Engineering Group in Waterloo, Iowa, where he is today. The division in which his office is housed produces all the drivetrain components, transmissions, and final drives for their large tractors. In his years of working with and advocating for powder metallurgy at John Deere, he has seen great expansion and acceptance of the technology in the company's product line. In the beginning, it was lawn equipment that had the largest utilization of PM components in their design. In the consumer arena, low complexity, high volume parts were an ideal fit for where PM was in the 90s, when cost was the principal driver. Since then, as PM density and material performance have increased, along with cost effectiveness in lower volumes, PM has been incorporated into the design criteria for greater complexity parts in such applications as tractor transmissions. Cost reduction still plays a vital role in PM's success at John Deere, as realized by the center-hardened gears in this gearbox that's part of an E-seat in large agricultural equipment, which reduced costs by 38% over conventional wrought steel gears. PM's unique NVH properties and net-forming geometry capabilities made the switch to this PM drive gear in an oil lubrication pump system of mid-size tractors a great success in reducing noise by 70% while achieving a significant cost reduction. From his very first contact with the PM industry during that New York conference, Chad Spoor has been impressed with the camaraderie he found in that community, made up of people who are willing to share information and are eager to offer unqualified support. This encouraged him to join and become active in APMI, and when the opportunity arose about 8 years ago, he became John Deere's representative to the Center for Powder Metallurgy Technology. CPMT has provided him with the most meaningful opportunity to connect with industry people. One of his main job responsibilities is to support the material and heat treatment processes for the company's drivetrains. His expertise in this area has led him to present at and organize PowderMet Conference special interest programs on non-destructive testing and on welding and joining, as well as to present on the subject of advanced PM components in off-highway applications at the PM 2016 World Congress in Hamburg. He has also served as a speaker and a member of a panel of end-user experts at the International Thermal Processing Summit. Over his 20-year career at John Deere, his travels on behalf of the company have taken him around the world, providing training and technical mentoring in the area of materials engineering, including powder metallurgy in China, conducting a supplier audit of quality systems and special processes in South Africa, helping develop a global PM supply base for John Deere manufacturing facilities, such as this one in Brazil. Notwithstanding such a busy professional career, Chad Spoor leads an exceptionally active personal life. He has a large family consisting of his childhood sweetheart wife Heidi and their 8 children, 4 of whom are adopted from Rwanda and Uganda. He coaches youth football teams, mentors a STEM-focused robotics team, and is a participant in local 5K races, as well as obstacle course races called the Warrior Dash. And he and his family are avid fans of Iowa Hawkeye football. The PM Industry Vanguard Award was conceived by MPIF as a way to recognize industry champions from end-user companies whose years-long advocacy and promotion of PM within their own spheres of influence have helped greatly expand PM's range of applications. No individual fits this description more aptly than Chad Spoor, and thus MPIF is proud to bestow on him the second ever MPIF Vanguard Award.